Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back and please subscribe. I've recently updated my blog to include tech, beauty, career, and I'll talk a bit about immigration. Today we're going to talk about career and immigration. If you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my computer, and I'm also trying to do an edit-free video or limited editing on this video. As I've shared on other social media sites, I am from another country and I immigrated here. Recently, I have been getting questions about post-completion OPT and how I went about finding a job and so on. And that prompted me to make this video. So I'm just going to share my experience with you. What is post-completion OPT? Post-completion OPT is optional practical training for international students with F1 status to be granted work authorization to work in their field for up to 12 months. And for STEM students, for people who studied in fields related to science, technology, engineering, and math, their OPT lasts from 17 to 24 months. It changes a lot. So it's just longer than 12 months. So here's how let's talk about actually filing that paperwork first. So first, your OPT may be filed as early as 90 days before the completion date listed on your I-20 and up to 60 days after the completion date. This date is very important as it must reflect the day that you would have or had completed all your degree requirements, including classes, exams, internships, final thesis, and so on. When you're filling out the paperwork, you have to choose a start date. This start date reflects the day that you want authorization to start working. So whatever date you pick, you cannot work before that date, only on or after. So for me, and the start date can be selected from the day after the completion date listed on your I-20 up to 60 days after. And you can pretty much pick it as soon or as late as you want, but it has to be within that 60 days. For me, I delayed my start date for about 40 days. And this is because I needed time to move off campus, needed to find an apartment. I was also on the mock trial team and the debate club, and we were traveling a lot. So I also needed a break after all of that. And I actually had to find a new job. If you want to know how I went about finding an apartment as an international student, comment below and I can definitely do a video on that because I know it's pretty difficult getting an apartment as an international student. So let's get into job hunting. So first, I definitely suggest going to your college's career center because they tend to know companies who are looking for people just like you who are international students on OPT. But let's say that doesn't work, so let's move forward. When you're looking at job listings and so on, you got to make sure these are two requirements, which are the job needs to be full-time and it needs to be related to your field. When you're looking, definitely look out for jobs that require you to be a citizen or permanent resident. These jobs tend to be city jobs, government jobs, and those types of jobs, but definitely just do your research and watch out for that. Or check out the start dates that are listed for the job listings. You can't start working before the date on your OPT. If you see a job that you like and the start date is sooner than your OPT, I wouldn't say to just completely throw it out, but definitely maybe you can interview, talk to them, and they'll work with you. And it goes the other way. Also, don't look for a job. Like when you're looking for a job, if your OPT starts today, don't, start working 3-4 months later. You do need to start working as soon as possible. And if you can't get a job, definitely contact your school and they will work on something for you. Definitely look for short-term jobs because you're short-term, so look for something that's possibly short-term. Try using temp agencies. They tend to have an understanding of your situation and they can probably help placing you in a fitting job. This is completely, so this one is completely up to you. For me, I looked for jobs that were also flexible, simply because, and by flexible, I mean, I know you have to work full time, but I look for jobs that at least gave me the weekend off so I can at least travel a bit and explore the United States some more. So that's something to think about, but that's totally up to you. Maybe you want to work a lot and make a lot of money for that year to go back home or whatever. But, if that's not the case, definitely try to find something that gives you a weekend off so you can explore wherever you are and go to other cities and states and so on. If you do want to stay a bit longer, look for jobs that sponsor H-1B visas. When I was doing my job hunting, some jobs clearly say that they do provide sponsorships. So when you're looking through jobs and looking at job listings, if you do want to stay here longer, look out for those jobs. Another question was if I tell the interviewer my immigration status. Technically, you don't have to. I don't even think they would ask. I don't even know if they're allowed to ask. I'm not entirely sure. For them, if you're applying for a job, they definitely expect you to be qualified or be authorized to work. So they tend not to ask, and you don't have to tell them. So don't ask, don't tell. If you guys have any questions, or you want me to talk about something else and do another video on something else, definitely comment below. And thank you for watching.